What's going on, Coin Pull gang? Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about this image and just this image. So I'm sure everyone has seen it by now and it's made the rounds. It is the VJUMP reveal for the conclusion of Golden Wind or Vento Ario or whatever you want to, whatever. For Pitter Patter Pop. So before I even go any further, a tiny bit of clickbait, tiniest bit. There is zero information about Gold Experience Requiem on this page. You can see his silhouette down there in the bottom right, and that's it. And for those that are curious, that text next to the silhouette just says, "Oh my god, this character is coming? Who is this silhouette? Stay tuned." It's clearly Giorno and Gold Experience Requiem, obviously, but there's no information here, so I apologize if you were hoping for it. But there is information on the other big name, Diavolo and King Crimson. So he's finally coming. There's no release date in here either, by the way. Before anyone asks, no GUR information, no release date. I don't have either one of those things, so I apologize. Anyway, so Diavolo, the Emperor of Skipped Time. So he is coming both as a boss battle. As you can see down in the bottom left-hand corner there, you see it's Giorno and Trish fighting him. And then he's also coming as a pullable player character. So it's both. So his player ability, let's see, Diavolo, the Emperor of Skip Time. By the way, these translations, I'm getting them all from Plaub. I don't know how to say your name, bro. He is on the Pitter Patter Pop Discord chat. Go join that and say thank you to him for translating all of this gobbledygook into readable letters. So he says, Diavolo, the Emperor who skips time, arrives. During the skip time, it is possible to enter stand-up time, move panels around, and deal damage depending on matched panels. So the first thing that jumps to mind for me is something like Part 4 Jotaro or Dio. I don't know how that's going to work necessarily. I'm a little bit worried about the statement that it's possible to enter stand-up time during the skip time. Because imagine if you were playing as Part 4 Jotaro and you stopped time, and then you went into stand-up time while the clock was stopped. That would suck, right? That would be, well, it wouldn't suck, but it'd be a lot worse than it is now, where the clock stays stopped right until the ability ends and then stand-up time kicks in. But I don't think they're going to make King Crimson just a time stop, you know? So I can't really say if I think that's going to be good or bad until we see a little bit more about what he is and what he's going to be, because I do think his ability is going to be unique. I think it'll be similar, but I think it'll be unique. So we'll see how it is. I also hope that they don't make it actually skip time. So like when he uses the ability, all of a sudden you lose 5 seconds off your gameplay clock or something like that. Because if they do that, while it would be like lore appropriate, the skill would have to be crazy strong to justify losing clock time. So I don't think they'll do that, but you never know. A new event of the highest difficulty. So one of the hardest events in the game, maybe. I don't really know what they consider the highest difficulty because, I mean, they say that about their other boss fights now and again. You can get your hands on luxury furniture items. Diavolo is the boss, and he reacts to your actions and activation of your skills. Memorize his action pattern. So I don't know if that means he's going to do multiple things as an enemy, like he has different kinds of attacks. You know how like sometimes characters will make blocks, and then if you don't get rid of those blocks fast enough, they'll make them rips in the board instead. But he sounds like he's going to have a set like rotation of skills that he does in response to what you do. It sounds like he's going to be a pretty hard fight based on that alone. And then clear the event that's called the Requiem Quietly Plays, and you will receive a special furniture item, which you can see down in the bottom there. It is the stand arrow. So you get the Colosseum, the Bruno clouds. Those are like the clouds when Bruno ascends. The pathway to the Colosseum and the stand arrow are going to be what drops from Diavolo, it looks like. I don't know how they're going to do it because that's a lot of furniture. Like maybe you just beat the boss and you get the whole backdrop. I really don't know. But it's cool furniture. The stand arrow is a really cool item to get. Enjoy playing the intense final battle of Vento Ario. The Emperor Diavolo also arrives as a character, and his skill is extremely powerful. We talked before about how it's skipped time. Again, I can't speculate too much on what it's going to be. I think it's going to be similar to Part 4 Jotaro, but will definitely be very good. And then that man also arrives. Jean-Pierre Polnareff of Part 5, the man who knows the true use of the stand arrow, erases rows of panels with Silver Chariot's fast swordplay. So rows, of course, is horizontal. And the way it says rows implies to me that it's entire rows. So immediately the first thing that comes to mind is Fugo. How he erases like 4 or 5, I think 4 rows. If Polnareff does something similar with a good multiplier like Fugo, imagine being able to do Fugo's skill, leave the charge tiles into Polnareff's skill, break all the tiles and the charge tiles for extra damage, and you build up a bunch of Fugo's skill, and you can just start rotating those guys. That would be awesome. I don't know if that's going to work that way, because obviously he needs to have a pattern. But it looks like Polnareff is going to be a standard pattern eraser. Whereas King Crimson is, of course, going to be one of those abstract ones like Jotaro, where he has just a weird effect that people can't replicate. Polnareff looks pretty standard. He's just going to be an eraser. It doesn't say what the rarity in here is, as far as I'm aware. Obviously, King Crimson is going to be a GR. There's a chance Polnareff could be an SR. I really don't know. And Gur, of course, is most likely going to be a GR as well. I don't see why they would make Gold Experience Requiem anything but a GR. Same with King Crimson. So really, it's just, is Polnareff an SR or not? I don't know. Either way, he sounds pretty good, in my opinion, just because erasers are strong always. And if he erases entire rows, it depends on what he lines up with, because he could get a lot of good damage out, especially if he lines up with Fugo or someone like that, you know? Or like Koichi. If he lines up well with where Koichi drops his charges, that could be really good. I don't know, man. That's what I've got for Polnareff. There's not too much to talk about on the page other than who it's showing. Yeah, I mean, speculatively... Ugh, I said that really badly. Speculatively, the final episode is this weekend. So it's in a few days. It's in 2 or 3 days until the episode airs. Now, we have events in the game that end around there. So we have ones that end on the 29th, which is Monday. So he could come as early as Tuesday, or he could come as late as the other events closing period. So the other events, like the story events that are going on right now, where you're like playing through the actual story of Vento Ario, and it's playing the little cutscenes at the end of the pitter-patter characters acting out the fights and stuff. Those don't end until August 4th. So it's possible that they're going to hold it until then. I hope they don't, because Pitter Patter Pop is kind of dead right now, because this is a bit of a bum score attack. It's not that fun. And other than these really quick story events, they're over pretty fast. But I think there's a decent shot that King Crimson comes out when these story events are over. So I think the last one was the fight against Prosciutto and Pesci on the train was the last story event. So if they keep going and keep dropping them, but there's still some more to come before then too. So I hope that at least maybe by the 4th, they'll all have come out and been ready. I don't know. I just frankly don't really want to wait that long. I really want King Crimson and Gold Experience Requiem to come out as soon as possible. I also want Polnareff just because I like him. But I know that a lot of people have been saving up for these guys. I've been saving up for these guys. Man, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I'm really excited for these guys. I know that you guys are really excited for these guys because you have been bombarding me on Twitter with, when are they coming out? Oh, have you seen the page? When is Gold Experience Requiem? When is King Crimson? You guys have been asking for these people basically since the 7-page Muda aired. Like the fight against Chocolata. That was the first banner in Pitter Patter Pop where Chocolata and Secco came out and everyone was like, don't pull because King Crimson is soon. And then now we're rolling through all this other stuff and there's still no King Crimson. We've gotten all these repeats of limited units and all this stuff, and I don't know, man. He's finally coming. We know he's coming soon. The only thing, like, I think they're going to keep repeating the limiteds as well before he comes out. So I think we'll see the other limited units like Voiced Joseph and Caesar and Giorno and Trish and Mista Body Swap and Risotto. I think that there's a decent argument that you could feasibly pull on Risotto if he repeats before King Crimson comes out, just because of how strong he is. I wouldn't, personally. Even if mine wasn't maxed, I wouldn't, because it's King Crimson and it's Gold Experience Requiem. But you could, because Risotto is such a sure bet. Also, this doesn't say that Gold Experience Requiem and King Crimson are going to come at the same time. There's nothing in there that says that. In fact, all it says is that Gold Experience Requiem is getting a new version. Okay? So I think there's a decent possibility that King Crimson comes out and just is out. I think it's likely that he's limited, but he's not guaranteed to be limited. Like, a lot of people have argued that, you know, if he is limited, then he'll be the first main party villain that is limited. Like, Kira and Dio and Cars and other Dio are not limited. And if he is, he'll be the first one that's limited. So there's a decent chance. I keep saying decent chance. I don't have any odds, you guys. I don't know. I'm just speculating as best I can. I think it's possible that King Crimson drops as a GR with Wheelchair Polnareff as an SR and a step-up banner. And then they are followed by Gold Experience Requiem for the anniversary. Now, if they push the anniversary back to October, because the technical anniversary from when they did like a preview special app is the end of August. It's like the 25th of August. Now, they could push it back to official release anniversary, which they probably will do, which is in October. So if they do until October, I don't think they're going to make us wait that long for Gold Experience. But if they do the anniversary when the initial release of the preview app was in August, I think that there's a shot that we get King Crimson and Polnareff at the beginning of the month, and we get Gold Experience Requiem at the end of the month. I just don't think they're going to come together, because I don't think it makes a whole lot of sense to put them in a banner together when you could make a lot more money by not doing that. But that's just all speculation. This whole video is all speculation. I have nothing to base any of this off of other than I play a lot of gachas and I have some gut feelings on the scheduling. That's it, you guys. So tell me in the comments down below who you're going to go for, or if you're going to go for both. Are you going to prioritize Gold Experience Requiem? Are you going to prioritize King Crimson? Are you the one guy in the whole world that's going to prioritize Polnareff over both of them? More power to you. Let me know if you want more of these release speculation videos. I don't do it very much. I thought about doing it, and then I kind of didn't. I wanted to do one on this because there's actually a full VJUMP spread. But, like, we have data mines and stuff from the Ploub, from Ploub, Plaub, whatever, you know, the cool guy from the Discord. We have data mines and stuff that come from him that have spread around the internet now that we could talk about, if you guys wanted to talk about it, but it's really up to you. But thank you for watching. I hope you guys are as excited as I am for Gold Experience and King Crimson. It's been a long time coming. It's finally time to end Golden Wind on a high note. I hope you guys get them. There's no worse feeling. I know every Dokkan player that still follows and watches my stuff can attest to this. There's no worse feeling in the whole world than logging in on a big event like this when it's supposed to be this awesome celebration and not getting the units. So I really hope you guys walk away with your King Crimson and your Gold Experience and you guys are happy. Obviously, drop a like on the video if you liked it. Don't do it if you didn't like it. Don't be fraudulent about it. Of course, subscribe and hit the little bell. The little bell will let you always know when I post things, which is valuable for me because my posting schedule is just all over the place. So it's good to get notifications, you know what I mean? And otherwise, well, thank you guys very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Bye.